Okay, so on this question, they want us to do the square root of 25, simplify. Now they say, click on the yellow bar. I don't know what all that is. We'll do all that in a second, but let's just do the square root of 20. Okay. How do we do it? How do we do it? So they don't want a decimal. They don't want a calculator decimal answer. So they want it simplified, which means no calculator. Just break it down. Now you might think, well, you can't do square root of 20, right? Square root of 20 is not square rootable, right? You could do square root of 16 or square root of 25 or, but not 20. Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, not to a complete whole number answer, but here's what we do. Here's how you do square root of 20. You break it down with a factor tree underneath it. You say, what times what is 20? And you can go 2 times 10 or 4 times 5. It doesn't really matter. Keep going. How do you, now the 2's done. The 2 cannot break down anymore. What am I talking about? Well, you could go 1 times 2, but that's just using the 2 again, right? So you did not really make it any smaller. You tracking with me? We only break down numbers that'll break down to 2 smaller things. So we don't want to break down to 1 times 2. But the 10 is 2 times 5. And those are both done. Those cannot break down any further. Those are called prime numbers. I'm not going to test you on that. But those are numbers that cannot break down anymore. So, okay, so what? So that means now that I have broken down this 20 to be 2 times 2 times 5. That's the guts of a 20. 2 times 2 is 4, times 5 is 20. That makes sense? We've broken down the 20. By the way, if you did it differently, like if you instead you said, well, I'm going to do 4 times 5, and then the 5 can't go any further, the 4 would be 2 times 2. See, we get the same thing. It doesn't matter what order you do it in. You're going to get the same results. 2 2s and a 5, 2 2s and a 5, 2 2s and a 5. That's the guts of a 20, so to speak. It's technically called the prime factorization of a 20, the prime breakdown of a 20. It's the little building blocks that make a 20. Okay, so what? Who cares? Well, now, what are we going to do? How do we finish this problem? Let me show you, and then I'll give you the reason why. You do a 2 for 1. 2 2s inside. Send 1 2 to the front, and then they're gone. And our final answer is 2 square root 5. I'll put it up here, and we are done. Now, why? Why? Well, I know that might seem strange, but really it's not strange. It's what we've been doing with square roots all along. It just hasn't occurred to you. What do I mean? Well, think about square root of 9. What is the square root of 9? Well, 3. Right. Think about what just happened there. What's in that 9? 2 3s, right? That's really square root of 3 times 3, right? That's the same thing. What was the answer? 1 3. Do you see what that square root just did? 2 3s inside, 1 3 outside. I call it a 2 for 1 deal. It's like you're shopping at Target or whatever. We're coming up on the holidays here, Thanksgiving, Christmas. 2 for 1 deal. 2 3s inside, 1 3 outside. That's what we always do with square roots. We just never think about it that way, right? Well, that's exactly what happens here. 2 2s inside, 1 2 outside, and then they're gone, right? That's exactly what always happens, right? Square root of 9 is 3. That was 2 3s inside. 9 is 3 times 3. How many came out? 1 came out. 2 3s inside, 1 comes out. That's what square roots always do. So that's what we do here. 2 2s inside, 1 2 out. So again, it's a 2 for 1 deal. 2 for 1 deal, right? 2 2s inside sends 1 2 outside. You can go to the store, you find 2 2s, you buy them, you go out of the store, you only paid for 1, right? If something's on sale, 2 for 1, you get 2, but you pay for 1. So when you go out of the store, you only have to pay for 1. There's my analogy to help. 2 square root of 5, that's the final answer. We simplified that square root. Really the same way we always do square roots, 2 for 1. It just seems weird, but there it is. Oh, and let's see how we type it in. Let me share my screen, and I'll see how the type in stuff happens. There's our course. Let me go to our problems. What number is this? Number 4. So here we go. Let's back up. It's big. Okay. So there's square root of 75 is going to be 3 times 25. So it's going to be 5 root 3. So let me type it in. So I'm going to go 5 and then, oh, okay, I'm going to hit the square root button and then 3. Oh, that's no problem. I don't know why they did that big old spiel. Submit. Yeah, it's all good. I don't know what all these words are, but you just click on the box and the little square root thing. Don't use the square root with the in the corner. That's for different square roots. We're not doing those in this course. That's in the next course, more advanced. So we're not messing with any of that. So we'll just use the regular square root. So it's just 5 square root of 3. So you just type it in like that. Here we go.